Yeah, fuck the Benz I'm driving. I let the bros drive it. If I'm tired, just watch the mileage. Linking with these vibes, we get connected like we wired. Looking at these lights inside these Benz, get me inspired. Passing niggas like they flash.
What's up, guys? What's up? It's the Perfect Network. My name is Rio Harris. We are locked in with a couple guests right now. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Sure. I'm Dr.Robin B.
Justin Sanchez.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so this is cool. So my boy Justin, we met like a couple years ago, but recently locked in and stuff. And it's perfect timing because I'm going out to London this month. You going out to London this month. So it's going to be some good stuff. So what can I look forward to personally going out to London?
Vibes.
Vibes.
You ain't going to get the weather because it's winter time. It's going to be cold.
Oh, dang.
For that.
Okay, gotcha.
Food, fashion, you know what I'm saying? Beauty of the city and that.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. And then, Robin, have you been to Europe before?
Of course.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was your favorite part?
I love London, but my favorite has to be, I lived in Spain.
Wow. For
Yeah,
how
I
long?
lived in Madrid. I lived there for like 8 months.
How's your
Studied
Spanish?
abroad. It's really good.
Really?
Yeah, but
Okay.
like Spain Spanish, right? So
Yeah.
it's different.
Okay, a
than,
little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother, my older brother, he did study abroad as well. He went to Spain, Ecuador, Colombia.
Yes.
You know,
I
all
travel
that.
somewhere different every weekend when I
Okay.
lived there.
Yeah. Even now, you traveling every week. It seems like
yeah.
you're in a new location.
I love it.
Okay. So
Yes,
when did
sir.
that start? When did you take your first big trip?
I think it was that. So studying abroad in school,
Okay, gotcha.
right? That just gave me, I was like, 19, right?
Okay.
And I had like my 21st birthday in Rome. I kept going back. And so I really just loved like the idea of traveling and like exposing myself to new environments and learning cultures. And
Gotcha.
so now I still do it. And now sometimes, I get paid to do it and it's a part of my job. So I love
Yeah.
it.
And then, so do you have like a travel partner that you just always can get up and go along with you, or sometimes you just got to take that solo trip?
Yeah, I've done solo trips to like Mexico or somewhere where I've been so many times that I feel safe. But when I go to Europe, I typically, like I said, if it's not with a brand, I'll pick a friend that, is just always down for the same type of vibe.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So I got a question for you guys. So actually pick a number one or two. Robin, pick a number 1 or 2.
1.
Okay.
one,
Questions
not
for
the
you then.
2.
Okay. Questions for you then.
Oh,
So
Lord.
you're going first. So question is, right? Would you let your boyfriend, you have a boyfriend?
Keep going with the question.
Okay, cool.
Dang.
Would you let your man kiss his ex to save your life?
Kiss his ex to save my life? I hope I'm never in that predicament, first of all, okay? I'ma just die.
I'm gonna just die.
Oh, nah.
It just dies crazy.
I'ma just die. No, just
Just dies
playing.
crazy. Nah, that's real though. That's real. Justin, what about you, man? If your life is on the line.
I'm going to live and leave her.
All right.
Gotta live and leave you.
Wait, so you gonna leave her for saving your life?
Not over a kiss.
Right.
Not
I
over a
don't know.
kiss.
I don't know if I could get over it, though. It depends, bro. I don't know.
It's gonna guys is different. Like it's gonna hit us a little different.
Yeah,
it's gonna,
every time I'm going to look at you, you going to try to kiss me? I'm like, kiss.
You really chose to save my life?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, be
bro.
mad over
Hey,
nothing.
There had to be another way.
Yeah.
There's always another way.
I got you. So, we talk a lot about relationships and stuff. We won't get too much into what everybody's current situation is, but just a general question, like, what does love mean to you guys? Like, what is the term love? Is it,
I'm gonna let you go. I want to hear a man's perspective.
My perspective's a bit different. I say, love is an emotion, comes and it goes. People gotta understand that it's more about the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because as love comes and goes, you gotta decide whether to stick through whatever problems y'all having or whatever rickety path you on to get back to that love. But for me, what love is just like a feeling, like, like when I've been in love and what I look for in a relationship is I'm trying to be obsessed. Like I want to be obsessed, and I need you to be obsessed, because if we ain't obsessed, then fuck we playing for.
right.
That's how I feel about it.
All right.
Okay. Love. So I feel like love is really like having like, your best friend in someone. So it could either be a best friend, right? Could be the same sex. It could be your like a partner in business, or it could be a partner in life, like someone that you know, not only have the emotion for, but that you really like can't be without, right? Like love is like used so loosely where we're just like, man, I love you. And there's levels to it for sure. But I really feel like true love is like you don't really know life without them before, you know, they were there. So that's how a parent feels about their kid. That's how, you know, you feel about your family and things around you. So I feel like it's deeper than that. It's deeper than just that fleeting emotion.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys described it as an emotion. I feel like love is an act.
Okay.
I feel like, you know, when you're in love, you have to make that choice. You have to make that decision to love your partner every single day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and sometimes it's a little harder than others. Sometimes you have to love them through certain mistakes that they may have made.
Yeah.
You have to, you know, love them through not knowing how to love you. And you have to love them through that journey of getting to know how to love you. So I think just making that choice and that act every single day, you know, even if, like you said, it's your parent or, you know, your son, whatever, even them, they have to choose to love their child every single day. You can't just neglect that person because that's not necessarily an act of love. You have to, you know, commit yourself to that, you know, to your partner, to your relationship, to your friendship, you know, whatever it may be, and with, you know, whatever it comes with. So I would say it's more so an act.
It's a mixture.
Mixture of all the above. Yeah, for sure.
Facts.
So, so let's go to first dates, right? So what is an absolute no on a first date? What we can start with location. So what is an absolute, like, we're not going here? If you ask me to go here on a first date, it's a no.
Y'all want to hear us say like Chipotle? And, I mean, I don't think any restaurant or food is off limits. It's more so like the intention behind it, the gestures. Are you opening the door for me? You know, like, are you asking me where I want to go for the first date versus just, you know?
You know, a lot of women like a guy to just be direct. Like, you know, I've you know, Open Table, the app. That's my thing. Like, back when I was on the dating scene, like, I would, if I wanted to go on a date with somebody and I was serious, I would just send them the Open Table reservation. Like, hey, let's go here, 3:00.
Right, but that's a actual restaurant. But I'm saying we can go to a Chick-fil-A and Chipotle.
Okay, gotcha.
If it's like casual and you ask me what I want to do. But if it's an actual date night, yes, it's, you know, if a guy plans it all, that's fire. For sure.
So Cheesecake Factory, that's an acceptable first date?
That's what it is. Cheesecake Factory.
The Cheesecake Factory.
Everyone's
I'm about to
talking
say,
about. That's fine.
I'm not taking nobody Chick-fil-A. As much as I love Chick-fil-A, I'm not taking nobody Chick-fil-A on the first date.
Good.
But I'd say, like, for me,
well, we're the guys, so, like, you know, ain't nobody really taking us on the first date. We kind of gotta.
Yeah, but I would never take someone to the movies on the first date. And I love the movies.
To the movies, okay.
Yeah, because I'm trying to talk to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I hope somebody, bro, I'm trying to get taken on the first date. You never know. Some girls might do it.
They might.
Some girls might. You know
hey,
what I'm
man,
saying?
look.
Times is changing.
Yeah. Any ladies out there, man, hey, ladies, take you. It's okay. It's okay to take a man on a first date.
So if they're doing that, are they paying?
Nah, but you can make the plan, though.
Oh, yeah.
I'm never going to let a girl pay on the first date.
Okay. I was about to say.
Yeah,
but they can say, yeah. They
I
can
feel like
say
my homegirls don't even really pay when we all go
exactly.
out to eat.
Nah,
Really?
definitely. And I
Depending,
think,
bro, there's a limit to it. You know,
I think that's a traditional man thing too.
My girl, you know, work out.
You know?
I think as like traditional men, like, you know, like you said, even a friend, like I've gone on, you know, business meetings and stuff, you know, with women or with my PR and different stuff like that. Like it's just in me. I can't let you pay. And you know, it doesn't have to be that I want anything from you, but I just, you know, I'm from the South. Just the traditional way of speaking is like, I take care of things. I think the guy takes care of things outside the house. And, you know, relationship wise, I think a man takes care of things outside the house and the woman takes care of things inside the house.
That's so funny. I just heard that last week. You know, again.
Yeah.
So
I feel like even it doesn't even in my opinion, like I don't even extend that to just like women. Like even my boys, if I got it, then it's on me. If I, you know what I'm saying, I feel like that's how friendships should work as well.
Yeah.
You know, now if you talking about on a date, if you don't got it, then you shouldn't be on a date. You know, to begin with, you shouldn't be dating if you don't got it.
Yeah. As a man or as a woman? Because
Both.
another question. Well, for women, right? Robin, have you ever gone out with no money and had an amazing night?
I mean, I was in college or something. What are we talking about?
Okay.
Thankfully.
Friends and stuff. Have you had friends where like you just know like they've gone out and just not spent a dime and just had an amazing time?
Well, just back to what he was saying, like, I know friends that go out and they're like, they don't get anything to eat because they don't want to pay for it.
Yeah.
And you kind of pick up on that and you're just like, you're good today. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, if you're down, I got you. Like, I know there's an opportunity where you're going to have me.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I don't let that, like, but I know a lot of girls, especially in LA, that really, they don't like that. Like, they'll order a lobster steak and you got to split it. You know what I mean? And it's just like, they don't really know what people are going through.
So I was speaking more so in the sense of like,
A date?
not even a date, but more so like, you know, women have that luxury of, you guys.
Oh, I see what you're getting at.
Yeah, you guys can.
He's saying y'all don't have money every time you see. Yeah, see. We don't need it. It's not that we don't have it, but yeah, we can use pretty privilege, you know, and you know, like
Speak on that.
No, let's talk about how we're like it's decoration for the guys. Y'all gonna be out regardless. It's just whether you're the group of girls that night at that table, y'all bought the table. You know what I mean? So I would never call myself decoration. But the women who come out, like, it's really just, you know?
Yeah.
So I think both parties win, where guys are just like, hey, we need women there. And women are like, okay, I'll play the role.
So you're pretty successful with, a variety of things, business, influencer and everything. But let's talk about the business side of things and what you do.
Okay. So just talk about it in general?
Just what do you do? Like, what's the business side of, what you do?
Oh my gosh. I feel like me, myself, is a business. You know, like I'm a personal brand and I started that way. And it's gotten me to, just different platforms and just reaching out to so many different people about health and wellness. So basically, I did start with fashion, to be honest with you. While I was in pharmacy school, becoming a doctor, I, was creating a whole line. And the reason why I did it was because I wanted to have a platform to give back. Because like when you go to, pharmacy school or medical school, you have to have community service, leadership skills, all these different things. And I was like, you know what, I'm a creative as well, so let me kind of make that platform. And so that's how it kind of continued. So throughout school, did my thing, I always finish what I start. And then once I graduated and did my field, I was like, you know what, I'm still in social media very heavily. And so let me just continue to focus on that and bring wellness to not just my community or like my pharmacy, but the world. I have all these eyes on me, let me utilize it. So that's what I did, is like marry those two things together.
And Justin, same with you as like influencer, has that become your new business? Like you are your brand now?
I'm working on building that. I mean, I only been doing this for like 2 years, and I really only started doing Instagram like a year ago. For real,
and that's crazy because we see you on the Shade Room every single day now. They post like the Fashion Nova posts and stuff like that.
That came all that Fashion Nova post stuff. All that came from was modeling. So that's just like Fashion Nova kind of does their own social media stuff, like where they book you and you come in to pay you as a model. Yeah. But yeah, bro. I mean, my life just took a crazy turn. I just got out the military and then got scouted. Next thing you know, I'm living in LA, traveling the world.
Gotcha. I didn't know you were in the military.
Yeah.
What was that experience like?
It was cool. It had its moments.
It had its moments.
Yeah.
Moments of fun or like what?
Moments of fun and moments of get me the hell out of here.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. What was So how long were you in the military?
5 years.
5 years. Okay. Yeah. What are the perks that come with that?
What do you mean, like while I was in, or
like now? Like doesn't that come with like benefits and different things?
Depending on like what you decide to do when you get out, you have free. Well, you have 4 years of college you can do like within a budget. So you got free college, and then you got medical care for life. Albeit it's not the best medical care, but it's it's medical care.
Sure.
So those are two things you get, and if you don't want to use that college for yourself, like what I'm doing, I'm not going to college, no need for it. I'm save it for my kids.
Gotcha.
So those are like the two benefits you get. And if you got disability, you could, if you a little beat up or whatever it is, you get a little disability check off the top.
Okay, gotcha. So being in being in the industry, what is like how important is like PR and management for what you guys both do?
I'd say it's really important if you want to scale and get to a certain number, right, and be able to still have time to do your work. But for years, honestly, I've been doing social media for 10 years. So it's been me for majority of the time. And it's most recently about like 2-3 years ago as well that I just like had, management come in and try to help. But they have to, it's really all about connections and who they know. Because at the end of the day, pitching is not the hard part. It's really about really having that solid connection with the brand or somebody there, right? But I do think it's really important in order to scale your business so you can focus on other areas.
For sure.
No, same. I mean, a lot of creators are fine when you get to a certain point and you want to have these brand deals. You want to reach out to these brands. You don't know who to talk to. You don't know how to go about it. And you could have as many game plans or as many little Instagram things that tell you, oh, I can hook you up with this path. You need to have that connection. You need to know the know-how as a PR guy, have the hookup.
Yeah.
Even if you could sell yourself, you still need those. It's not about what you know, it's about who you know. And that reigns true everywhere you go.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, I think one of the most important things right now for me is just having a streams of income that I can be proud of, like having a living and making a living that I'm proud of. Not doing anything to that just goes against my own morals and values and things like that. So how important is that for you guys? And I think even women are just in this entertainment industry, we hear so many crazy stories about what people have had to do to get to the top or to just position themselves correctly. Now, how important is it for you guys to make a living, but a positive living?
I think it's very important. Like my whole brand is about just helping transform lives. So whether that's your physique, right? I'm a trainer as well. So just seeing people just transform before my eyes so that they're healthier, they are able to pick up their kids, they can run around with their kids or have kids because now they're feeling more confident and they're healthier. So I think that kind of having like a purpose behind what you do and your brand is really important because it's not about just money, right? It's not about for me, it's not about followers. It's really about impact. So I think that, finding those things that align with that. So I've never had to do those things in order to get that, right? Because everybody wants to be healthier, right? Just as much as they want to look at something sexy, right? So it's like you just got to give people what they want, you know.
And it's that choice as well, and I think also like the knowledge portion of it. So, I think like the route you choose to go is one based off of like the knowledge that you accumulate on your way up, your growth and development. So which isn't always the best, but it might be just showing body or doing something that they're ultimately not proud of, but it works for them.
But once you do it, you can't go back, right? So you really have to be smart and think about that for sure.
I feel like 100%. It's all about your morals, man. I feel like my main thing for me, there's been, right now I could have had massive acting break, probably be even further in modeling based off what I'm willing to give up or what I'm willing to lose, that little part of yourself that nobody may know, but you'll know. And that's one thing that I always say. I tell a lot of my people, when they're talking about, I don't believe that money brings happiness, but I believe a lot of people who have a lot of money in this industry that are unhappy, because they did something and they know what they did, and that makes them unhappy. That makes them feel like they don't deserve it, and that's where it really gets in your head. I'm a big fan of not having nobody be able to say, oh, I made him, or I did that. And the only way you could do that is by taking the long way, by doing what you need to do in your own way, doing it the right way, instead of taking the fast route just to get there and be like, yo, I got it, so that people could take it away from you.
For sure. Yeah, that's big. And I'm proud of both of you guys for that. It's good to see that and good to actually portray that. And I know you specifically, like you lead a bunch of women. You know, you're like a good role model for them and stuff. So, who was your role model growing up?
Ooh, so number one, it would be my mom. She's still working to this day. Like, she just got her MBA last weekend. She's in a doctorate. Yeah, go mom. She's in a doctorate program right now too. So I'm like, okay, you know, like I was the first doctor in my family, but not the last. And I just think that, you know, just educated women too is really, really important in this day and age, because we all have phones. We all have, like you said, like the easy way out. But I think when you understand how to work with people, like I don't think going to school is as much about what you're learning as it is community, right? Like going to college and working with people, working in groups. So I think that women like that have inspired me. So Michelle Obama, like all these women who, you know, were educated and made their way, I think it's really dope for me personally.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean,
role model for you?
I'd say I've had I don't know, man. I don't know if I've really had any role models like
What
that.
about modeling?
Yes.
Any like? You
So
know?
you're a model, but like what is gonna be your pivot? Like what do you actually want to do, or is modeling?
Modeling is not even. Modeling's just a way to pay the bills, in my opinion.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
sure.
Not to take off anyone who loves it, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to break into acting. That's my thing. That's my bag. That's what I love. If we talking about role models and acting, man, the list goes on and on and on. There's so many great artists. I definitely enjoy watching Robert De Niro. You know, you got people like Leonardo DiCaprio is one that everyone loves. I like so many. I like people who lose themselves in art, like Jared Leto and Jim Carrey and stuff like that. People who they just become, you know what I'm saying, what that is, what their character is. But in life, I'd say I've been probably like, not role models as in someone that I'd want to be like, but role models in some people that I've learned from their mistakes. I'd say just about everyone around me. I've been somebody who I like to watch people. I like to watch what they're doing and know not to do that.
For sure.
I've lived a different life in comparison to my family, kind of crazy road. So we just swing it. We just make it happen, man.
So as far as let's talk about the relationship dynamic. Like, what do you feel a man's role in a relationship with you is? Being that you're, you know, highly independent, you can do anything that you want to do yourself. What are some things that a man can attribute to in a relationship?
I just feel like women, you know, who work hard, you know, we're masculine on the daily basis when we're outside. So we want to be soft and feminine when we're with our man, right? When we come home. So we don't want to have to do everything at home either, as far as just kind of like that emotional and moral support. We don't want to have to do that plus the things of the home, right? Like I'm fully traditional. I love to take care of home, cook, clean, and do all those things, right? Even while I'm working on the side. But I still want to feel like a queen. I still want to feel like my man is excited to see me when he comes home, or, you know, is taking care of things and, hey, I did this today and I thought about you. You know what I mean? Okay. So just acts of service, I guess.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Me, I mean, I don't
well, how do we can get to like what you want from a woman, but like how do you attribute to a relationship with a woman?
As in like me and to my girl.
Yeah, like what do you do for
I mean, I can do a bit of it all, but like me, you know, even when I've had female roommates and stuff like that, I'm a handyman, man. I could, if it breaks, I could fix it. I could build it. I can do anything with the hands that can be done. My dad, that's how me and my dad bonded, so that I can do it all.
Yeah.
But between that, you know, I mean, I'm 100% able to protect you. You know, we gonna have fun. That's my thing about my girl. Like we gotta have fun. Like I wanna travel. I wanna, I don't know, get up and be like, yo, let's go do this, or let's go scream at you know, I like to do fun stuff, spontaneous stuff. Have a good time. I like to eat good food. You know, you don't always gotta be in the kitchen. I hate washing dishes, but if she cooked, I'll load the dishwasher.
Oh,
you
fire. Give it up.
But like little things, the little things that it's all about the little things. You know, if she had a hard day, and I learned this from my homeboy. that I hooked him up with my homegirl, my friend girl. They got in a relationship, but I learned it from my homeboy. It's the little things, like, you know, she's having a hard day at work. We've been texting.
Yeah.
So, like, set her up something in the crib, you know, clean up a little bit. Had a joint rolled for her already, you know. Like, the little things that show you care and show that you're paying attention, and it'll go so far.
Not always a monetary thing, you know, sometimes it's just paying attention to little things. Gotcha. Yeah, so, I mean, I think, well, let's see. So when does a relationship kind of like fall off for you? Like, when do you start to notice like things are downhill, like going downhill, and like when is enough?
I feel like when the communication isn't there, right? When you're not able to communicate, or you're trying to and you're just having two different conversations, or you know what I mean? Like you're really in your own world and not trying to hear the partner. That's when it just starts to plummet.
I mean, it just depends on the situation, but most times it's for me, I feel like a lot of people have like what they expect and what they want from a relationship, or what they want from a person, or what they look for in a person, but it's when you start seeing those little things that you know you hate in people. When you guys start beefing for no reason, when their chewing starts annoying you, like little things you start like it's the little things, like little things you start beefing up. It happens because you know it's done. That's how you know it's done. If those things are happening, you know it's on its way out. It's probably, but for me, it's like a little notch. Like say say it's a video game, your relationship at 100% health. You beefing with, facts. You beefing with me every day.
That's communication.
Health starts to go down.
You know, I come in the house messy, or like you come in the house messy. And then you don't do something to fix it. You don't do something to make you happy. That health not going up. So if you're not nurturing your relationship, fuck ups are gonna happen. Nobody's a perfect. But if you're not doing that nurturing, and you're not doing that healing, you're not doing that communication to build and fix on, you going to sleep angry, that health gonna keep going down. And once that shit gets to like 10%, hell break loose. It's out of there.
Yeah. Nah, communication is definitely is huge in all relationships. I think one of the biggest things is how you communicate to your partner, especially men who are very like egotistical. It's very hard for a man to be attacked in certain ways and then act off of that. Like if a man is getting attacked and we feel like, you know, the things that we're doing or the things that, you know, we've said, the things that we have helped you with aren't appreciated, we're not necessarily going to want to do more. You know what I'm saying? But if we're feeling like, you know, even if I've done something small, it's very much appreciated, I'm going to want to do more. Because if I'm in a relationship, if I'm with somebody, it's an investment. Like I'm putting things into it. Friendship is an investment. Like I want everybody that is around me doing better. I want to be growing myself. So if I'm around you and you're the person I'm around the most out of anybody, and I'm investing into you, you know, I just want to feel appreciated for the things that I'm doing. And if you know, down periods happen for every single person. You know, if I'm in a down period and I'm not able to do as much, I don't want it to be looked at like I'm not doing nothing, or like I haven't ever done anything. And that's what I feel like some people, you know, if I'm talking about a relationship, I'm thinking very long term, right? But I think sometimes we get so caught up in a bad month or a bad couple weeks that, you know, we forget about what the long term goal is.
Right.
You know.
I agree with that. I know that a lot of men feel that way. Do you feel that way sometimes?
Yeah.
So I really do feel like that, but I feel like, what is the metric that you're measuring the appreciation? Right? So a lot of times it's like, because she got mad at you about the next thing, she don't appreciate the flowers you came home with, because now she talking about the dishes, right? But it's like, she did appreciate that, but y'all are just like, nah, those flowers supposed to make you happy for life.
Yeah, but you know what it is that it's like, it's a balance system.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to hate they say this in the military, but they say you could give 100 attaboys, so that means you can do 100 good things.
Right.
But that one bad thing, wash that shit away. That's not how it should be. That's not how it should be at all.
Okay, so you don't feel like, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, so don't come screaming at me about the dishes. You just got flowers, you should be happy. If anything, I need a nice and quiet, hey, baby, the dishes. Not.
Ladies, I got you. Ladies, I got you. I'm gonna hold it down. Hold on.
All right, man, talk to us. What's up?
No, I just feel like, we're appreciative, but that does not carry, or when men propose, That ring does not mean like you're, you know, scotch free for life. You can do whatever you want.
Not for life.
So how? That's what I'm saying. How long? That doesn't make sense.
Well, I mean, you know what it is that I feel like a lot of these things are underappreciated because y'all don't have to pay for them. Y'all don't have to work every day to save up for them. Y'all don't have to think about them. Y'all don't have to ask all your friends
the ring
what
maybe,
you might like.
But it's 2024. You know? Women are doing things for y'all.
Okay, so
Women
maybe it's this time,
not rings,
right?
Not rings.
I wouldn't
So,
let no girl.
so about the 100 attaboys, right? So, you know, we can do 15 things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you didn't get flowers this month, and now it's like you're posting on your story like, gotta buy my own flowers, you know. Somebody gotta do it, you know. And so you forget all the other things that we've done, or even if it was again.
But y'all forget the attaboys.
No, we don't. But if
forgot the attaboys.
But if the flowers is enough to throw the relationship away, then
but
damn.
you had the attaboys. Now it's one just like yo.
Yeah, but like so we're doing. But if we're doing all these 10 things that you have asked of us, and then the one thing that you might have like even forgot to ask of us, or the one thing that we didn't do, then it's like all of this is out the window.
No, it's
and
not.
y'all
cannot connect it.
But wait.
Stop
So,
connecting it, y'all.
can I ask a question?
Yes.
So, what about when y'all fuck up?
Okay. Yeah.
Y'all ever notice
She's like,
that?
yeah.
Like, what about
She's
it?
like, yeah. What about it?
No one really ever notices that when guys get, you know, when we like say you fuck up,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bitch at you about it. I'm gonna stay quiet about it. Or I'll probably take it on the chin and just be like, it's all right, and leave it alone.
But how do you like internalize it? Are you gonna be quiet the whole time? You're
Not the whole
showing
time. I'm
affection?
gonna be quiet because one fuck up is a fuck up.
Is
People
it silent
fuck up.
treatment?
No.
Okay.
One fuck up's a fuck up. People
Right.
fuck up. You do it twice. You do it 3 times. Now it's a habit. Now I have to
Yeah, I'm
attend
gonna
to
say
it.
something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I forget your flower once,
Mhm.
damn. Okay, I'm hurt about it. Maybe say something to me about it.
Right.
But the second time, the third time, then you can be like, yo, what's up with this nigga? Like, he changing up. What's going on? Does he not like me no more? That's when you bug out.
Right.
But you know, not to say this, and I don't want y'all to get mad at me, ladies, but because, you know, women are so hyper emotional.
Yeah.
When it happens, it's a hyper emotional response.
But you still felt it though. Something was off in your body, but we just express it with words. You still felt it. It would be one thing if you're like, yo, I didn't trip. She didn't bring flowers. I didn't trip at all.
Our response is logical. What's the point of starting a battle? What's the point of starting a war when I want this to last? Why are we gonna argue? Why shake up the chicken coop over flowers?
Because
$20 flowers. You don't even know. I probably got that from 7-Eleven. You just want to see them.
Right, that's it.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
they gonna die in 2 days.
come on, they gonna die in 2 days.
But it's just a conversation sometimes.
But we saying flowers, but it could
Yeah,
be
yeah.
honeymoon.
Yeah, it's an example. But I feel like a lot of y'all think that, a lot of men think that a conversation or a debate, even like a healthy debate, is an argument.
Nah.
Well, I would say because women kind of like women, yeah, because women, their go-to is a lot of time like an exit route. It's like, I'm out of here because this wasn't done. Like,
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
You know?
Come on, Mikey.
and so that's what he was talking about. Like, you know, the hyper emotional type. You know, we kind of gotta take it on the chin. We kind of gotta accept more than you guys because we can't have 2 overly emotional beings in one household. This whole motherfucker's gonna be on fire. You know, so I think that's part of the role as a man is to be able to carry in our emotions and not necessarily like if we're going through something, we're not giving you a silent treatment or ignoring you or different things like that. Sometimes we're just trying to process and internalize and deal with it to the point where we're not affected by it. So that might come off as being silent or it might come off as being a little distant, but we're gonna get back to you. We just gotta kind of process it without blowing up on you because now we're both gonna be, you know, distant.
But is there a way that you can try to talk her off the bridge? Because she's tripping, right? In y'all opinion, it's just 7-Eleven flowers. She's tripping.
Yeah, but I don't want
so
you
if
to know
she's
that. That's
tripping,
the
why are
secret,
you
though.
mad? No. But why are you mad as well? Just talk her off the bridge. Hey, babe, you're
So
tripping.
sometimes-
Why is it hard for y'all? Why do y'all get mad back?
Two things. Sometimes.
Okay.
One, I understand what you like. Me personally, if I'm upset and I know it's for an irrational reason, I'm gonna stay quiet and I'm gonna figure it out in my head and be like, this isn't nothing to be mad about.
Okay.
Leave it, right? But why do we get mad while y'all mad?
Yes.
It's because how y'all talk to us. You got to think about it like this. Like, yeah, okay, so when women are with their man, right? You just said that, you know, they want to be soft. They want to be taken care of. That's cool. But everybody knows that when a man is with his girl, he wants to be even more soft than that. He wants to let his, when a nigga walks around, he has to walk around like the world is his enemy. He's on guard 24/7. He gotta stand up and be, you know, on his 10 toes. So when he come home to you, who he's open with, he don't want you screaming down his throat. He don't want you barking on him. He don't want you like affronting to him, like coming at him, attacking him, because it feels like more of an affront. It feels like more of an attack, and that hits different. It's like a betrayal. It makes you want to lash out. It's like, bro, after everything we done been through, you fucking screaming at me over this shit? Are you fucking kidding me? Is that a proper response? No, but you know what I'm saying, it's emotions.
Yeah,
they're radical.
Yeah, I hear you, but it
It's
sounds like we all want the same
homegirl
thing.
screaming down your throat.
We all want the same thing.
Well, men and women ain't that. I've been trying to tell people for years. Men and women, we ain't that different. I can show you a 100 evil bitches and 100 evil niggas that do the same shit. 100 good girls, 100 evil
good
guys that do the same shit.
Yep.
But we just gotta understand we ain't that different, and then try to walk on the line.
Yes.
We are very much the same. We are not that. It ain't that crazy.
Yeah.
And I think it could just be broken down into, again, just always knowing what the long-term goal is.
Mm-hmm.
So I think when we always keep that in mind, then these arguments that seem so big are really not. You know, this flowers that you didn't get this month is not really that bad of a situation, because we talking about forever. Forever is a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're not talking about forever and we only speaking on the few months, then yeah, if I missed out on these few things that I did in this amount of time, then yeah, it's gonna weigh heavily on you.
Right.
But if we got the same mindset, you know, of eternity, which is why you should be in a relationship, then yeah, we're not really gonna bug out on too much, because you know, all it is a communication. It's, hey, you know, these are some things that I appreciate, and I think that's one thing that women could start doing more of. It's just women and men, right? You know, the communication thing, but showing appreciation. So,
I do feel like us guys don't be showing that much appreciation.
I can see that too. You know, if your woman is cooking and things like that, like, you know, and I think it's also showing appreciation after the service is done, or after the act is done, right? Yeah. So a lot of the times we get a meal cooked for us, or we get something handed
giving
to us.
as you should.
Yeah, but a lot of the time it's a thank you right then, right? Thank you so much. I love this, hug, whatever. Mm-hmm. And then we never bring it up again, right? But, you know, a week later, like, that's probably on my mind. Like, then, you know, she cooked a great meal. I should let her know, like, you know, I appreciate, I know I don't tell you as much, but I appreciate that you cook, you know, all the times that you do, that you put so many hours into this, and this, that you make sure the laundry's done, everything. You really take a lot out for me. Just randomly.
Yeah.
You know, and I think doing that after the fact, not just in the moment, is something that would, you know, a communication aspect that'll, like, keep it going.
Because one is manners and one is gratification. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to say thank you, and then after later down the fact, it's like gratification. Yeah. I feel like it's the comfortability stage. You know what I'm saying? Because after the puppy dog stage, usually comes comfortability.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And usually even further down the line, when you get comfortable in anything in life, that's when shit starts fucking up. That's when you start slipping up on what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to take care. You start not caring, maybe not going out as many dates as you should, given the time. Comfortability for sure. I've seen that blow up relationships.
Gotta keep it spicy. And it's also just like,
Not spicy.
Why not spicy like that? Spicy like interesting.
Okay. Yeah, keep it interesting.
No toxicity, bro. No toxic.
No.
Man. Okay. Spicy and cute, man. Don't come.
He talking about violence. He talking about being on violence. Yeah, she said like she talking about like seasoning it up. Yeah.
Hey, hey, the Latinas.
Not the Twitch.
So that's what we're saying. Like, you know, men, we don't necessarily need to be checked on as much as women. So checking on your woman is very important. But again, that's that emotional aspect. So as much as you guys said that we are alike, we're very, very extremely different, you know, in a lot of ways. But you know, a man, we want that nurturing, that holding, that rubbing, like all the little small stuff. Is that big for women as well?
Yeah, that's very similar.
Yeah.
We want, you know, affection. We want
Girl love cuddles, bro.
yeah, we want all that lovey-dovey shit. We love that. But I think what's important is like preferences over principles. So like if flowers is like that's her thing, like that's her standard. Like if you don't come at me with flowers every month, or if it's just a girl who's like, oh, I like flowers, they're cool, but I don't have to have flowers. Then if she trips, it's different. So like
Just knowing your woman.
it's learning each other, and it's like if you don't match on the principle level, it's not gonna work.
So when does like the dynamic of social media and stuff, like what they see or what their friends are getting and stuff like that, does that play a factor in how a woman acts? They're like, okay, well, I've been dating this woman for all this time. She's never said much about flowers at all, but she has a friend that happens to be getting some, and now that's just her thing.
Right.
So does that happen with women as well?
No, I feel like I don't watch what other people do because I want us to compete in love. You know what I mean? Like a friendly competition of just really like showing out for each other. So if you're good to me, I'm even better to you.
Right.
So I'm not really looking because I'm sure like we could do our big one even bigger than a flower or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But we have to focus on us.
Yeah, I think that's big for me personally. I do, you know, in relationships, friendships, everything. I do what I naturally feel that one I can do, and I do what is feasible for me, and I do what like I'm already propelled to do. Mm-hmm. You know, so if I feel like, you know, that's where the non-appreciation things come from. Because if you're coming up to me and you're saying that, you know, you expected these other things that, you know, were never necessarily promised, but that's your expectation, and I'm not necessarily able to give you that at the moment, and that just throws everything away for you, then I just have to let that be what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like any expectation at the baseline, I feel like any expectation that isn't already set by me or by her, it shouldn't exist. And I feel like that's a big problem in dating now, is that people see all this stuff what everyone has, people are very materialistic now, but they're like, oh, I deserve this, oh, I need this, I need that. No, what you need is a genuine relationship, a genuine connection, and then let all that stuff build. Like I tell my homeboys all the time, listen, you don't want to FaceTime her every day? Don't FaceTime her every day when you first start talking to her. Like, in the beginning, the baseline of what you do,
baby.
Stay consistent. The beginning of what you do will define the rest of your relationship. You gotta understand that. Like, if you're gonna be on the phone every day, don't be surprised when you on the phone with her every day, and then the moment you stop, even though nothing's wrong, she'll be like, why you changed up? It's because you did. Because you were doing something. It's because you were doing something you know you don't do. So be who you are, literally, not to be cliche, and you'll ride it out good. But women, don't expect nothing. Just expect to be loved in the way that he loves, and then you guys will figure it out, like how to work up loving each other. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? To the same extent.
So right now in the media, the big conversation is Drea, who is supposedly pregnant by Jalen Green. So Drea is 39 years old, I believe, and Jalen is 21.
what you got?
So it's an interesting dynamic, right? Is there like an age gap that is too much for you, like high or low? Is there like do you date younger?
I was in like a little phase where I was dating younger because I attracted younger. You really kind of, it's like what you attract. Yeah. But sometimes you can force it. I don't know if she's forcing it in that situation. Yeah. But I can't speak for that. But I personally don't think it's smart to think of a long-term relationship as a woman with someone younger. Because sis, they may leave you for the younger chick. So that's really the point. It's not really about, I feel like a lot of people mature at different ages, but it's more so like when it's not fun anymore, they, you know, guys are interesting in that way.
Listen, I mean, do what you, I feel like at a certain age, have you ever noticed? I feel like at a certain age, the age gap just, people just like don't care. Like you could be dating your mama not your mama actually, but someone the
Your
same
mama's friend.
age. Your mama's
Your mama's
friend.
friend.
Like,
We
once-
know
I
what
feel
he
like-
thinks
I feel
about
like
it.
once you hit 21, they be gone, bro. These
Yeah.
are 50. You listen, as a guy, I mean,
Would you date a 39-year-old?
I have.
The order was still up. Did it?
Yeah.
But you know, to answer what you said real quick, you said that he may leave her for a younger. Yeah. I mean, even if she dated older, he still may leave her for a younger girl.
But she may be young for an older dude, depending on how old he is. Say he's like 50.
I feel like older guys like younger girls.
She's young at that
Yeah,
point.
she's cool.
39.
She's cool. I don't know. It's a complicated thing. I wouldn't get pregnant by a 21-year-old ever, because that just like
That doesn't-
there's no longevity in that. I
Is
mean,
it
I wish them
true?
the best though. I wish them the best.
Nah, but for one, I think, I mean, women, yes, I'm not saying you guys don't, but men for sure, we get better with age, and with the experience.
Whoa.
Not, so listen to what I'm saying, right? Listen
I'm
to what
walking
saying.
off. All right.
So the average, look, so the average millionaire, right? The average millionaire, I believe they said the average millionaire is like 54 years old, right? And so a lot of the time it's men, right? So a lot of these women that we're looking at on social media, on whatever, are in their very early stages. They're young, they're in their 20s or whatever, and somehow are on a private jet, or are on a yacht, somehow
No,
are
the
being
30s
flied
is
out.
where these girls, the girlies in their 30s,
Listen, look.
are
right now, the
living. They
younger-
look younger than the 20. Yes.
Well, I'm not saying looks. I'm saying about like the things that are done. Like, I think it was Andrew Tate who said it, but it's like for a guy to be on a private jet, we have to own it for the most part.
Okay.
These women, like I've known girls who have no car, no house, no anything, who are on extravagant trips,
PJs
private
and all that,
jets.
yeah.
So
and
that
all
stops
the
in
most-
their 30s?
I wouldn't say it stops in their 30s, but it's like men as you guys, not you guys, but as the women who are partaking in these different festivities are just giving it handed to them, men are seeing that life saying, dang, I want that, and we're actually going to make it happen for ourselves.
Right.
Women who are like going on these trips and seeing these PJs are saying, dang, what do I need to do to work to have this for myself?
Hello?
Okay,
I am.
They're
Rare
very,
breed.
you know, they're
Rare breed.
very rare breed, right? And so I love that for you, and that's why you're an inspiration and a role model. But you know, for the most part, like what these that's the problem is that you know we see these young women, and that's why men probably are going after them, because those women are gonna ask them, so what do you do?
Right.
Those women are gonna say, so can you break down your business model and, you know, let me know what I can implement into your business to see how I can obtain something like this for myself.
Right.
Those women are just there for the ride, and they're just there for the experience.
Yeah, it's easier.
You know, so that's what I was saying, because me as a man who's just looking at that and who's on those, you know, girls' pages looking like, dang, you know, I know she I just seen her go. I just seen her hop in her, you know, 2020 or her 2000s whip, you know.
Right.
But like she's living this extravagant life, and I'm not, you know, all my thought process is how do I obtain that for myself,
Right.
and making it happen. So I think that's where that like age thing plays a factor, is because, you know, eventually it kind of runs out. You know.
So are you saying that the older men are dating younger women because they're naive and they're not
that could be a thing?
gonna check you?
You know, I'm 26, so when I get to that level, that's
Right.
you know.
I think the reason older men date younger girls is because there's less baggage. I don't think it's necessarily an age thing, because you could be 30 with no baggage. You could be
that's how
35
yeah.
with no baggage. I think it's a no baggage thing.
Okay.
And also there's less, you guys have a clock.
But y'all have so
It's
much
'cause-
baggage from
no.
18.
Nah, but I mean,
Or just
when
you
I
have
say
experience,
baggage,
not
when I-
baggage,
Yeah, I'm about to say, when
but
I say baggage, I'm not talking about
like
how many
hurt.
bodies you got.
Yeah.
I'm talking about pain. I'm
Yeah.
talking about kids. I'm
Yeah.
talking about stuff like that. Say if I was a millionaire, you know what I'm looking for. You know, I'm looking for not that much baggage,
Right.
and no expectation. You guys are on the clock, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it comes
Ladies,
down
we
to.
getting-
You know what I'm saying? It comes down to, and sometimes
Listen.
sometimes guys don't want to deal with that. Like, he knows, okay, she's gonna have the expectation, Because if a millionaire is wanting to seriously date a girl, he ain't gonna put on a private jet.
What is
He's
wrong
gonna do
with expectation?
No, expectation in the sense of
He's saying if you're in your 30s,
he probably wants to go on a vacation that's gonna end at that and not think about probably having a family soon. Whereas, an older woman will probably want a family soon.
Yeah.
George Clooney plan. Look, he was single till he was 50, messed around with a bunch of young teens, and then married like a 45-year-old, 39-year-old or something like that.
Wow.
I'm still younger than him, but
Yeah, but it's just that.
Isn't she
dynamic.
super successful though?
she's super successful.
Period.
Exactly. Sometimes, hey.
But again, that's the rare.
If I was a billionaire, I'd want me someone who could, either you could match me or beat me.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So you're prepared when he comes, so you don't need him, you want him, so that if you want to still have a family and be a single mother, then you can take
which
care of
you should try to avoid at the
all
most
costs.
Yeah,
But
please.
We just don't even want that thrown out to us.
I was like, hold on.
Yeah, no, but but if you want kids and guys ain't acting right.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, speaking about girls that ain't acting right. I mean, guys, sorry, guys that ain't acting right. But I'm talking about girls that ain't acting right, cause I say it right now.
Oh Lord.
I get me an egg donor and a surrogate so quick, boy. And be a single dad, lickety split.
That's what I'm talking
no
about.
Drama.
IVF.
No drama, bro. No drama.
Nah, I mean, I think that's one of the problems is just that.
I've never seen a guy do that.
I never seen one either, but I'm telling you, man.
They're out there. But
I don't want no beef.
I think that's
right.
The family dynamic is important. Having a strong male figure and a strong mother and father, that's important.
Really
That's why things are so broken right now, because the traditional aspect of what we're looking at is, we're looking at social media, and even I don't even know a strong relationship to look at for guidance. I don't know many strong families to look at for guidance, because there's so many broken homes. But I think that's more of what should be propelled out there is instead of going on the shade room and every day we see the couple with the little red line marked on it. Instead of that, we should be looking at hey, this happy successul couple has been going on this far. They're posted up. Family pictures in here. That's more so what we should be pushing out. But it's less conversation that way.
I feel like it's a big in our culture, Black culture, Hispanic culture, minority culture that we have. I feel like it's kind of glorified to have a split home. You know what I'm saying? Kind of glorified to have a single mom or a deadbeat dad or whatever it is. And it's pretty sad. Even with the shade room, you'll see families that are out there, but they're not our families. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that has something to do with just overall, just being glorified, child support being glorified, it being, oh my God, Black China got, $9 million child support. When girls see that, they're like, what? For free?
Or the Instagram models who are getting money from the athletes to to not have a child.
I think it's just I think it's just misery loves company though.
Yeah,
I think that if you keep showing families that are so happy, yet you've never seen it and you've never experienced it, you're gonna be hating. So I think what they show is just more relatable content of what they could see. So I come from a 2-parent household. They're still together. My parents are still married.
Love that.
So it's amazing, but it's hard in this generation to actually see that growing up my whole life and realizing people ain't built the same.
Yeah.
So
very, very
so it's kind of hard to even have that.
But
that
even the way that you portray yourself and the way that you are, if I had to take a bet, I would have bet she probably has a strong male figure in her life, or she probably has both parents in her life. That's just the dynamic. This is how they come out. So that's a big thing with that family and that broken family that people come from, is that we just kind of have to figure it out along the way.
Yeah.
It's I didn't get to see it, and that's one of the biggest things with success or with relationships or anything. If I can get on that private jet, I can see it, and I can be okay, I can have this, right? But if I've never seen it, it's the furthest thing in my memory. I just think it's a prop on TV.
Right.
I don't think it's something that I could have for myself.
Yeah.
I think people should see what the part of when your parents say it over and over, you're supposed to be better than me. That's part of what they're talking. Because I grew up from a very, very, very broken family home. You know what I'm saying? And when I look at that, I'm like, I'll be damned.
I want the opposite.
I'll be damned.
Yeah.
And that's why I said what I said about the joking around, but about the surrogate. Because if I'd rather bring a kid in solo than to bring him in and have to have him or her watch a family split.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? At any age, even at 21, 20, even grown, like split is hard, man.
Yeah.
So and it makes things difficult. So we just have to strive to break those generational curses.
Yes.
Like we gotta. If you see that, then you should strive to not be that. And we also gotta understand, like, when we split, the kid takes priority. We don't have to put the kid through stuff. It don't have to be drama just because you're mad at me. You can hate my guts. I could cheat on you with 1,000 girls. But it's for the kid. It's not about what I did or what you did. You could have done whatever you did. It's always about the kid. Once you have a kid, nothing else matters. You don't live anymore. Your life is down the drain. You decide to have a kid.
Right there.
For real, like you have to focus on that because you got to build this person up and make sure they're not fucking bottom of the barrel shit of the earth. Yeah. And to do that, you got to be selfless. And that's where a lot of the problems come from.
Definitely. This was a good one, guys. Yeah, man.
Good.
Some deep conversation, some good conversation, uplifting and positive, and I knew that's exactly what I would get with both of you guys. So I appreciate both of you guys coming.
Yeah, thank you for having us, for sure.
So we'll drop you guys' Instagrams and everything, and yeah, man. You guys are tapped in with the Perfect Network. Everybody stay tuned. We got more guests coming, and we are going to London. Yeah,
man. Hey, we gonna be out there, London town.
Where's my ticket?
Come on, man.
We out.